So, first thing first, introduce myself. My name is Roderick. I'm an HVAC technician out of Beaufort, Georgia. Work for Zone Solutions, Pest Solutions. We do both. We do pests and air conditioners. We're located in Beaufort, Georgia. Something on my lip. Forget it. I've been working all day. Probably been sweating. But yeah, welcome to my channel. This is basically just vlogs of all my adventures and trips. I don't really know how long I'm gonna do them, but just doing them just to keep it entertainment or just to bring informational to people who thinking about joining the field. I joined the field probably I joined the company my first job actually probably 4 months ago. Before then, I went to trade school for HVAC, heat and air. Did that for a year and a half. Graduated. Waited another year, and then 3 months ago, got this job. I like heat and air. I mean, it's nice. I get to travel a lot, get to go places, make good money. It's real fun. I like it. I mean, it's not really much I can really say bad about it outside of the sun. But I mean, you need the sun to work, so it's like a love-hate relationship. How did this all begin? Like I said, I was just at home one day and I was just thinking, man, there's like no YouTuber or no YouTube videos where it's like informational about the field. I mean, you got guys in the field that post videos, but they've been doing this for about years, probably longer than probably half the time I've been alive. I'm only 21. I just felt like doing this would help people who's interested or thinking about it or who's going through school. I know when I was going through school, I was trying to watch videos, but I only could find guys who've been in the field for years, and I mean, they'll get their problems done quick, easy. So I figured, hey, let me start a YouTube channel, show all the newbies, all the rookies that, hey, it's okay. You're gonna make mistakes. You're probably gonna break stuff. I think in the last 4 months I've been doing this, I probably broke like 5 air conditioners. I mean, it's tough, but you get the education wise. Speaking of education, the school I went to for my HVAC certificates and diplomas, all that fancy stuff, it was Georgia Piedmont Technical in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Of course, did a year and a half, graduated, and I made it through. I don't know what took me so long. It took me a year after. I just didn't feel like I was ready, and I feel like that's just not having confidence in myself. I had to learn that. I had to learn that, hey, yeah, you ain't gonna be the best once you start, but sooner you start, better you get. So I just thought about that. Really nothing to worry about after that. I mean, I break something, give my boss a call and ask him what his opinion is on it. Like I said, I'm new. I mean, even though I took a year and a half of school, these last 3 months I learned way more than school. But it's good to go to school. I would say school really taught me, let me understand what I'm getting myself into and prepare myself mentally, not physically, because boy, I sweat a lot. Woo, you sweat a lot. I mean, I'm skinny, but I probably sweat the most in these last 3 months that I have for my whole athletic career. And I play baseball, cross country, basketball, all the hip sports. What this channel is about, like I said, just vlogging my trips and journeys of myself. It's more entertainment for people who just thinking about joining the field, wondering how it looks, or maybe it's just somebody who's just at home and just wanting to find out what a HVAC technician does. What does an HVAC technician does? I mean, I go around people's houses and basically fix their air conditioners. For everybody who basically don't understand, HVAC stands for heat and vents in the air conditioner. So I basically go around making sure everybody got air. I do maintenance, I do service, just trips along the way about all those. Ain't really much different than a regular heat and air. I do residential only. You'll probably get a commercial out of me probably once every like 2 months. That's what I was told. You only get a commercial here and there. So commercial isn't really my strong suit. I do plan on going commercial eventually, probably 5 years, 6 years from now. That's basically it. How did I get into the HVAC world? I basically was at home one day. My dad came into my room. He was like, you about to graduate high school. And I was like, yeah, graduate high school. That's a big accomplishment. Woohoo, I'm happy. But he was asking me what I'm gonna do afterwards. I'm like, afterwards? What you mean afterwards? What you mean afterwards? I just did 12 years. Well, what more do you want from me? It was like, you're gonna have to get something. You gotta go to college or something. I told him, college ain't for me. I as a kid, I just knew college wasn't for me. I probably realized college wasn't an option probably 10th grade year. I remember in school, I remember just going to school every day like, man, I can't do this. I felt like dropping out, but I kept going and I did graduate, thankfully. I just knew, and around 10th grade, I just knew myself. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do after high school, but I'm definitely ain't going to college. I can't. Not only financially wise, I couldn't probably afford it, but also mentally wise, I couldn't afford it. I used to go to school, high school late. Class would start 8 o'clock. I'll get there at like 10:30, and I live probably like 5 minutes away from my school. So it's like, if I can't even do that, what you think I'm gonna do in the next 4 years? Probably even more. So I told him, I was like, I don't know what to do. Unless you gonna pay for my school, and he said, oh no, he ain't. So I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. He was like, you ever thought about trade? And I never knew what a trade was. I was fresh. I'm like, trade? What's a trade? He was like, welding, electrician, nursing, HVAC. I'm like, what? Okay, what about those? He was like, you can go to trade school to where you just learn strictly that profession. I was like, whoa. I never heard a trade school. Nobody taught me. Everybody in high school, college, university, be doctors and lawyers and boring shit like that. And I was just like, nah, I can't. That's not me. I just couldn't do it. So after that, I graduated. And he talked to me about it. He was like, just think about it. I did some research. I looked at the local trade school, which was Georgia Pima. That was the closest one to me. I looked at what they had to offer. I looked at their welding program, their HVAC program, their barbering, and as I was just looking around, and what stood out the most to me was their HVAC division. I don't know what drew me to it. I just said, this looks like something I can do. Outside, chilling, fixing ACs. It just looks fun. So I did some research on it. I looked at it, looked some videos, and then I told my dad, I'm like, yeah, let's sign up for that. He helped me out. My mom helped me out. She signed me up, got me to the school. A year and a half, and boom, graduated. Looking for jobs. When it was after school, I just didn't feel like I was ready. Even after a year and a half, I just felt like, man, I just wasn't confident in myself. So it took me a while. It took me like a year after I graduated to finally have the courage enough to even try. I looked at a couple of job offers. I got offered a couple of them, but I didn't like how they was. So after that, I waited a couple of more months, and then I got a call back from Zone, and I've been with them ever since. First couple of months I was an installer, probably a month and a half. So I really wasn't even. So I'm not even supposed to be here right now today, to be honest with you. I'm supposed to be still. Believe it or not, I'm supposed to still be in the install department, installing furnaces and ACs and attics and like in crawl spaces and killing myself. But thankfully, I got lucky enough that a position opened for the company for a technician role, and since everybody else in the install division didn't have the EPAs, or even though they was experienced, none of them had the EPAs, and it just so happened I'm the only one in the company with the EPA in the install division. That could lead the install division. I think the lead installer, he had his EPA, but he's a lead installer, so he can't really transfer. So all the other helpers, I think I was the only one that had my EPA. So I got a call from one of my bosses, and they just told me, he was like, hey, Are you ready? You know, you went to school for this. You ready? At first, I did hesitate. I looked at myself like, man, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I've only been doing this for about a month and a half. I'm like, man, I'm learning so much just from installing. I'm like, bro, I mean, and now I'm supposed to go around by myself, you know, fixing folks' air conditioners. At first, I'm just by myself. I mean, I'm just with a group of guys, and if I need help, I just ask them for help, or if they need some help from me, I help them, or just chilling, talking with them. So I did hesitate for a while. I thought about it, talked to my family about it, and they just told me that all my families and friends and everybody just told me, you know, do it. I mean, take it. I mean, this is an opportunity you've been waiting for. Even though you've been doing this for only a month and a half, when's the next time you're gonna get a chance to do this early? So I took the offer, and ever since then I've been doing this. But that's just the backstory of me. You're gonna see a lot more of me. If you have any suggestions about the channel, if you want to do vlogs after work or outside of work, I probably do some of those. I don't know. But mainly right now we're just gonna do just videos of me going out in the field. Hopefully we can use these, both me and you, as learning tools, or you can watch something I do and yell at me in the comment section like, yo, you're not supposed to put your gadget up there, blah blah, all that type of stuff. I'll listen. Like I said, I mean, I'm new. I'll take advice wherever I can. Anybody that can help me, I'll take it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe to stay tuned, comment, or follow me on my social medias. And yeah, let's fucking do this. Peace.